The Dictator's Handbook requires that history be revised in order to overthrow any government. The action of BLM and Antifa under the disguise of social justice is the ideal environment for these socialistic movements to take root. To revise history, it is vital to replace civics with history in our public schools. They know how important it is to indoctrinate young minds by emphasizing sad stories of atrocities and unintended consequences instead of the remarkable history of our founding. These sad stories stir emotions about which we can do nothing to reverse. It also stirs activism to build cases to justify reparations and socialistic governments. Civics is the operating system of our government that allows it to function. Teachers do not like to teach civics, as there's little chance to insert politics or policy in their dialogue. History is the story of the past and a moving target. It is ripe for re-characterization by educators who want to advance any self-serving agenda. The entire public school education system is complicit in this fraud, with liberal arts colleges and universities doing their best to reinforce this agenda. The need to establish new norms for our core values and situational ethics and ignoring the golden rule has become the sole purpose of public education. It is no longer about problem solving, but establishing policies with agenda, complete with talking points to advance careers in community organizing or politics. When politicians brag about their ability to reach across the aisle, it is actually an insult to our intelligence. The adage, "If you stand for nothing, you will fall for anything," applies. Anyone who would sacrifice their core values in order to achieve harmony is a coward. These Faustian bargains are the witch's brew for the corruption we see in politics. The only objective of liberal politicians is to keep the hypocrisy hidden by constantly changing the narrative in order to maintain power. They need to create problems they never solve. To let down their defense would cause the entire house of cards to collapse. It took generations for politically correct positions and policies to allow them to build fortunes, relying on their ability to keep the propaganda web spinning. If we want to continue to live in a world where right prevails, where we live and teach by the core values that made this a great, moral, caring, generous, freedom-loving country, we must remember, we are a republic only if we can keep it. This is Keith Kuby wishing you the best in making the world a better place.